Welcome back, everybody, to an all-new fast food pit stops. I'm your host, Justin. I'm back at Hardee's once again. They keep pumping out so many good things. I think the last thing I tried here was their new bacon beer cheeseburger. I actually had the exclusive on that before it even released nationwide. I'm back once again at Hardee's because they just put out, or actually I should say they've reintroduced and brought it back, their pork chop and gravy biscuit. I'm super excited about this because I had a total fail with Bojangles with their pork chop biscuit I tried only a few weeks ago. Check out that review down below. Gave it a really terrible rating because it was lacking so much, and this biscuit from Hardee's looks like it has everything I was looking for from Bojangles. Bojangles didn't deliver. Hardee's looks like they're going to deliver, and I'm here to check it out. So obviously it's a pork chop and gravy biscuit, just as the name suggests. It's a looks like it's a biscuit, one of Hardee's famous oversized biscuits, buttery biscuits, and then they put a fried pork chop right in between it, and then they top it with their gravy. So Hardee's already has like a biscuits and gravy, and it looks like this is the type of gravy they already use, and they're just putting it on the biscuit for me and then putting a pork chop in between. I love Hardee's biscuits and gravy. I actually haven't reviewed them on the channel, but I've had them in my personal life. Comment down below if you'd like me to check out their normal biscuits and gravy. I'm expecting this to obviously have the similar taste because it looks like it's the same gravy. They just slapped that nice fried pork chop right in between, stuck it on a biscuit, made it so you can eat it in your mouth in 1 bite, 2 bites, 3 bites. You know I can top it down in 1 bite though. I went ahead and got the combo. It came out to $4.90 with tax, so just under $5. And of course you get the pork chop and gravy biscuit, an order of little hash browns, and then a coffee. So I went ahead and picked up their little small coffee here with some cream and sugar. So I'm going to check it out. Let's go ahead and get into it right now. The Hardee's pork chop and gravy biscuit combo. Here we go. I love any time you can get, you know, a breakfast combo or any combo for under $5. I mean, a drink, a side, the entree. That's what breakfast should be about. I hate going to a restaurant or a fast food place and paying like 10 bucks for breakfast. There's no excuse for that. It shouldn't even be like that at all. So anytime I can get a good deal and pass it on to you guys, I'll let you know about it. And I think so far this is a pretty good deal for under 5 bucks. Oh man, they loaded down the hash browns. They're all in the bag. I think they all spilled out. Hash browns. Looks nice and crispy. Golden delicious. There's about, I don't know, probably a baker's dozen in here. A dirty dozen. Pretty good. Let's try one of these. Crunchy, potatoey, a little salty. These aren't super hot. I can tell they've been sitting for a minute, but they're not bad. They're just not scalding hot. I kind of go back and forth between who my favorite hash browns are, and honest to God, I know I've said this before, Bojangles, the little hash rounds or bow rounds they call them, are absolutely my favorite. These are pretty good though. I would almost err on the side to say that Burger King's hash browns are actually a little bit better than these. These aren't quite seasoned up the way that I like them. Obviously a little bit of salt on them, but there's really nothing else about them. You definitely taste the oil and the potato and the crispiness. That's about what you get with these little hash browns from Hardee's. I guess Carl's Jr. has them too. I'm not even gonna touch the coffee right now. Let's get right into the biscuit here because I know this is hot. I can feel it. This is the pork chop and gravy biscuit. I think Carl's Jr. is probably offering this as well. Maybe not though, I'm not sure. Again, I saw literally nothing online about this. This is something that Hardee's has had in the past. It hasn't been here for quite some time. They just brought it back. Let's go ahead and check it out. Here it is, I'm already seeing it. I want you guys to take a full look at it before I do. Oh, it's exactly as advertised. Pork chop and gravy biscuit. Take a look. Oh yeah, that's a big old Hardee's biscuit. Nice and buttery, fluffy, flaky. God, I love biscuits. You guys already know that. I review so many biscuits here on the channel. I think I need to do like a best of biscuits review. Let me do that before one of the other food reviewers steals my idea. But I might go around and like check out some of the biscuits around my area. Probably like the top 8 or 10 biscuits. Probably all of them. Popeyes, Church's, KFC, Bojangles, Hardee's, McDonald's, Burger King. I can do them all. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like to see a best of biscuits review, and I'll try to make that happen for you. They slice it open, slice it right in half, and you have that fried pork chop, and then of course they put gravy. Looks like they slather it gravy. See if you can see the steam there. See that steam rising up? I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's definitely nice and hot. I like that it's not swimming in gravy. Typically when you get biscuits and gravy, it comes like on a platter and they split the biscuits open and they just douse the gravy on it and you sit there and you eat it with a fork. That's one of my favorite Southern comfort foods. I absolutely love biscuits and gravy. I like that this isn't swallowed up with that. They give you just enough gravy on here to sort of coat the top and the bottom, and hopefully it's gonna taste absolutely fantastic. I bet it will. Here we go. First bite, big bite of the Hardee's Porkchop N Gravy Biscuit, here for a limited time. That was a question, by the way. I don't know if it's here for a limited time or not. I just know they brought it back. So here we go. First bite, big bite. So the biscuit, of course, has that very nice, comforting, buttery, flaky, and fluffy texture to it that I know and love from a Hardee's biscuit. The gravy is exactly what I said. They're using the gravy in their normal biscuits and gravy. So what it is it's a white gravy. It's a flour-based or a milk-based gravy. Some people have different names for it. Country gravy, pepper gravy, white gravy, flour gravy, buttermilk gravy. I want you to see that. See the little pepper flakes in there? It's nice and seasoned up. Now I can't tell if that's all in the pork chop or obviously in the gravy. They do put pepper in the gravy, but it looks like, from what I can gather, that the pork chop does have pepper all on it. And it is a fried pork chop, of course. So it's breaded up and fried. The pork chop definitely loses its crispiness because of the gravy. The gravy soaks it, so you're not getting hardly any crispiness from that pork chop, which could be a problem for a lot of people that are wanting that really nice crunch like you might get from like a chicken biscuit, for instance. The gravy definitely swallows up that crunch and you sort of get a little more of a mushy texture. I can tell that this pork chop is still hot, it's still fresh, and it probably was crispy until that gravy got slathered on it. That's a real pork chop, real pork. I can taste the pepper, the salt, the creaminess of the gravy. It has a really good flavor, of course. The pork stands out. You can definitely tell you're eating a pork chop. All the seasoning, I just want to show that off again. You see all that pepper in there? You can really taste the pepper. I think it's because obviously they're coating the pork chop in it and the gravy has the pepper, so you get an abundance of pepper. If you're not really into that pepper taste, you're probably not going to like this. It is pretty peppered up. It's pretty seasoned up. That pork chop, being that it's not as crispy as I was hoping for, kind of makes it a little more of a mushier biscuit, and that's okay. I think I was just hoping for it to have a little more of that crunch appeal, but where it lacks in the crunch, it certainly does not lack in taste. Try some of their coffee here. Woo! You can see that coffee, it looks nice and hot. I got a couple of extra cream and sugars here, but I think I'm just gonna drink it black. That's usually how I like to review coffee, to get the full flavor, the bold flavor, without masking it with all the cream and sugar. Let's try it though. It's a Colombian blend coffee. Has a nice dark taste to it, a little bit watery, but you can tell you're drinking coffee, not just the dregs. For a fast food coffee, it's okay. I'm a little bit of a coffee snob, to be honest with you. I like coffee in my personal time, and I have my own favorite flavors and brands, not just from like fast food places, of course, not even fast food places. I like buying coffee, preparing coffee, whether it be on a Keurig or a French press or a Tassimo or just a pot coffee. I would probably honestly equate this to be parallel with like Folgers or Maxwell House as far as taste. It's a decent fast food coffee. It's not bad. I think honestly my favorite fast food coffee has to be Bojangles. I think it was actually when I did the biscuits and gravy from Bojangles and I got it with the combo, and their coffee is so dark and so good. But this one's okay. If you like Maxwell House, if you like Folgers, it's not bad. It'll help you swallow down that pork chop. So again, my biggest problem with this biscuit is that the gravy, of course, drowns out all of the crispiness that the pork chop had initially. And I know I got a hot one here. It was nice and hot. When I pulled it apart, it was still steaming. I would have liked to have had that nice crunch to sort of balance out the softness of the biscuit and, of course, the creaminess of the gravy. When you take a bite of that, it is a little more of a mushier effect than I was hoping for. And that's going to factor into my rating here. On a scale of 1 to 10 for the Hardee's Porkchop N Gravy Biscuit, I'm going to give it like a 6. It's pretty good. It doesn't do a disservice to the biscuit at all. The biscuit tastes really good on here. It's just the gravy on there, the whole effect and the taste of it. It looks a lot better on the advertisement than what I got here. It's not a bad biscuit. It's a good value for the money. Like I said, anytime under $5, you could definitely fill up on this between the hash browns, the coffee, and this biscuit. I just think there's better things on the menu from Hardee's that certainly deserve a 10. Hardee's continues to put out really innovative stuff, and I enjoy coming down here and checking out all these great things for you guys. In other news, we're so close, you guys, to 10,000 subs. I can taste it. My 10,000 sub video, that's going to be the next video that comes up after this. So I probably am going to put that up over the Thanksgiving holiday. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share the channel. But as always, thanks again to everybody for checking out another great review here on Fast Food Pit Stops. I'm your host, Justin. You know you love it. You came back for some more of it. I'll be back for another fast food review. Bye, everybody.